Devin.
I'm Parker.
And we are
the
Egan family. Thank you for all of our new subscribers. We're very excited to see our numbers grow and know that we have some support in a community here. We've been really enjoying filming videos, so we're really happy to bring you another reference book and read-aloud book haul today. These are books that we've gotten a whole bunch of different places: Amazon, Book Outlet, regular bookstores, thrift stores, all over the place, the Dollar Tree. So we've got a lot to share today.
Thank you, Mark, for getting this ring light for us. It really helps for our videos. And thank you, Sunny, for the logo.
Our friends Mark and Sunny have been very supportive of our new fun hobby. So we're going to link their social media in the description. Mark is a really awesome singer. He's got a lot of followers on TikTok, and he also on Instagram and Facebook too. So we'll link his YouTube and his TikTok down below. And Sunny is a published author, self-published author, and he also has just started a new jewelry line on Etsy. There's nothing listed yet, but I've seen some previews and there's some really awesome things coming. So I'll list all of his stuff down below as well. So please go support them like they're supporting us. And we do have a special announcement for when we reach 100 subscribers. What did you decide you wanted to do?
Once we get 100 subscribers, I will make my mom's makeup. I will do my mom's makeup.
I've agreed to let him do my makeup on camera when we reach 100 subscribers.
And it's going to be on YouTube, so I can't wait for that.
So if you want to see Parker do my makeup, then please subscribe to our channel, share with your friends. Don't forget to like our videos. It helps for YouTube, for the algorithm, for our videos to show up in other people's suggested lists. So that's really super helpful for everybody who's been sharing and commenting, subscribing, liking, all of that. Any interaction is really amazing.
Oh, and if we get 200 subscribers, my mom will do my makeup.
All right, so we've got a lot to share today. So our video isn't too long. We're going to jump right into it. The first things that we have to share are games that we found on Amazon.
Yes.
Anybody who is familiar with the homeschool hauls on YouTube are probably very familiar with the brand Professor Noggins, but we have been absolutely loving these games. So the first one we have to share is Professor Noggins, Presidents of the United States. So for Parker's second grade curriculum, we will be doing a President's unit for the entire year, just a little snippet every week, so he learns all of the presidents. And so with these games come a die. And when you roll it, it's 1, 2, or 3. And there's 2 different levels on each card. It's a student or a scholar. So this card is about Theodore Roosevelt. And so the student's questions are something like, true or false, I was the longest serving president in history. And then there's the answers down below. So we just do something like during our morning warm-ups, we will pull out a card and just roll a couple of them, or just do a whole card. Sometimes we don't even use the die. We just go through the list, and so that's how we're planning to use that this year. And we have one more to share with you.
This is the Professor Noggin Outer Space game. It's a card game, and once again, it's student or scholar. There's a die, and there's questions, and there's answers at the bottom.
Parker is amazing at the outer space one, so a lot of the times we have to use the scholar ones for him because in his spare time he loves learning about space.
Maybe one video, once we're into second grade or it's summer, maybe we could play both of the games.
Oh, that would be a good idea. All right, our next group of now we're getting into our read-alouds. These are our morning time. Some people call it morning basket. We don't really have a morning basket. We just have a morning time. We are going to be doing a lot of read-alouds. This past year we did some, but not as many as I was hoping to. So this is really the year we're going to focus on read-alouds.
Yes.
So our first group that we have, I'm not sure if we're going to finish all this year, but we do, read a lot as a family. So If they don't get done for school, they'll get done sometime.
Yeah.
But our first group is something that's so nostalgic from my childhood. I loved these books so much. And these are the Boxcar Children. We found a set on Amazon, books 1 through 4. So what are the titles of these?
The Boxcar Children. Surprise Island. The Yellow House Mystery. And Mystery Ranch.
So these are all some that we're going to be tackling. What one do you think sounds most interesting, Parker? What one are you most excited for?
Mystery Ranch.
Yeah, you like horses, huh?
Oh, and the first one's called...
Just the Boxcar Children.
Yes. Oh,
yep, that says a classic story beloved by more than 1 million readers.
yes.
All right, Parker, would you like to share?
Okay, so this one's Mr. Popper's Penguin.
This is a classic as well. A lot of schools require it. I remember reading it in school. It is about a man who loves penguins, and his hero is Admiral Drake. And one day he hears from Admiral Drake, and he wants to send a real live penguin to come live at Mr. Popper's house. And all sorts of crazy stuff happens from there. But I loved this book as a child, so I thought Parker would like it. Hey, Ruby. Our cat Ruby's being naughty right now. No digging, Ruby. All right, our next book that I have to share is The One and Only Ivan, which we're very excited to read this book so then we can finally watch the movie as well.
Yes, I almost started the movie, but then I heard that it was the book, so now I want to read the book, just like when we're reading Harry Potter, the book, then the movie.
Yes. What book on Harry Potter are you on, Parker?
Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
That's the last one that we have that has pictures. Oh, and Mr. Popper's Penguins is also a movie.
Very good. All right, what's the next book, Park?
No,
I did One and Only Ivan, so it's your turn.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to share Coraline.
We're really excited for this one. Here, want me to
Book
show?
and movie, even though that the movie is gone and we watched the movie 10,000 trillion times.
Look at this is by Neil Gaiman. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. It is a little creepier, but we kind of like creepy sometimes in this house, so.
Yeah, let's read that book when it's Halloween.
That is a really good idea. Really super good. You know what? I just realized something. Your sister misplaced one of the books that we're supposed to have for this. All right.
Yeah.
My next book to share is another movie as well, but it's Roald Dahl, The BFG. And we absolutely love this movie. And I love the sweet little illustrations.
I forgot to tell you one thing. I lost my wiggly tooth.
He did.
In the last video, I lost my tooth.
Yeah.
I lost 1/4, but I have one more quarter, then $1.75.
Oh, very good. All right. I'm going to go see if I can find this book quick.
Yes. And while she's doing that, I'm going to do my book. Okay, so this is called A Boy Called Bat. I think it's about a boy that flies.
No, it's a boy. I'm coming back. It is a boy whose mom, I believe. Yeah, hold on. I just need to read the back to make sure I remember.
Okay.
I think his mom's a veterinarian, and the mom brings home a stray baby skunk, which she needs to take care of until she can hand him over to a wild animal shelter. But the minute that bat meets the kit, he knows they belong together, and he's got 1 month to show his mom that a baby skunk might just make a pretty terrific pet. And I believe that this story also is featuring somebody who is on the autism spectrum. I've read some reviews on it, that the boy who calls himself Bat. I'm sorry if you can hear the baby crying upstairs. My husband has little baby Eloise upstairs trying to go for a nap.
My other sister's Emery.
Yeah. But anyway, so this boy, I believe he's on the autism spectrum, which is another reason why I really was drawn to this book, because I like to read about children of all different abilities and really diversify our library.
And Emery's the one that misplaced the book.
Yeah, Emmy has been borrowing the books. She likes to read to us, which is very sweet. But this is the book that she borrowed and misplaced. It's called The Golden Bull, A Mesopotamian Adventure. And I've seen a few people recommend this one. And we are doing an ancient civilization study this year for school. So I thought that this just sounded like a really fun chapter book to do as a read aloud that ties in some of our themes. Some of these are just for fun. Some we like to have on hand because they go along with our units. So this is The Golden Bull.
Oh, and Eloise is only 3 months old.
She's 4 months. Yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Friday she turned 4. Yesterday was her 4-month birthday, of course. And Emery's 2.5 years old.
Yeah. What's your next book to share?
No.
I just did The Golden Bull.
Oh, okay. Wait, where's the book?
I put it in there. We're all confused.
Okay, so this one is my side of the mountain. Basically, I think it's about like 2 people on one side of the mountain.
No, it says Sam Gribley is terribly unhappy living in his family's crowded New York City apartment. So armed with just the bare necessities, a penknife, a ball of cord, some flint and steel, and the clothes on his back, he runs away to the mountains. There, Sam must rely on his own ingenuity and the resources of the great outdoors to survive, and he discovers a side of himself he never knew existed. That's a classic that I have never read, and so I felt like we should probably read that. I'm going to probably read a couple of these first just before I see if this is the time to introduce them or not, but I figured we'd share them all anyway. The next one is one that that I found recommended a lot on the Homeschool BookTube community, and it's Sweet Home Alaska. And I guess it's something similar to like a Little House on the Prairie feel, where people or a family moves to a more desolate area and tries to make a life for themselves, except obviously this is set in Alaska. And then the little girl, she really loves Alaska, and she's doing everything that she can to help her family survive there, is the gist that I get from it. But it looks like such an adorable little book. All right, Sparks. Oh, wait. Here, you want to read one of... Yeah, I think our list got all mixed up. So how about you go next? We're all confused.
This is called The Giant...
Nope. It's called Babe. Babe, the Gallant Pig.
Babe, the Gallant Pig.
Last year we read Charlotte's Web, so I thought that this might be a good addition this year. You know, all those stories about those cute little pigs. And then another one, I'm not sure if we're going to read this one this year because it's very sad, but it's Bridge to Terabithia, another classic that I'm sure a lot of you have read, but we got it for a good price. So I found this at a thrift store. So I figured that I should pick it up. It was like 75 cents. So, and in wonderful condition. So I had to pick that one up. All right, now we're on to more reference type books.
So this one's called Science.
Here, I'll flip through it. It's a question and answers book. I found this one at the Dollar Tree. There's going to be a couple of them in the stack that are from the Dollar Tree, but it just has a whole bunch of different questions and answers. Figure it's good to have on hand to look through to see if it fits in with any of our units, which I'm sure it will. Oh no, that poor baby. The other one of those that I have in my pile is Ancient History. Like I said, we are doing an Ancient History unit, so this is excellent to have on hand. But it's like some of the questions were, how did the Inuit hunt? And there's questions about different native tribes and ancient Americans, ancient Rome. When was Rome founded? So all sorts of good information that for only $1. All right.
My next book is called Outside Inside. It's a book that's talking about the virus and how we have to stay inside, but after the virus is gone and we have a cure for it, then we can start going outside.
Yes, this author has done a lot of really amazing things by helping kids understand why we quarantined a lot last year and the promise of things becoming better and brighter and being with family again and all of the wonderful things. It was a good help to us last year. So we figured it's something to keep around because, I mean, this is something that did affect our lives a lot. Another book that we've gotten that really is just puts things into perspective in a way that kids can really understand is this book called Fireboat. And it's the story of this tiny little fireboat that goes into retirement, but ends up coming out of retirement during the collapse of the World Trade Centers. And they come to aid in the rescue of all of those people who were affected. And it does a really beautiful job of talking about a hard topic in a way that isn't too much for kids, but still brings awareness to them, because I do believe that it's important that we teach our children about this type of history without doing mental damage to them. So I really love that book. I highly, highly recommend that book. Your turn.
Okay. My book is called World History.
Ooh, this is another Dollar Tree find, set up the same way. It's a question and answer book. Like the Renaissance, what led to the Renaissance? What was Renaissance literature about? Did science play a part in the Renaissance? And this one goes all the way up to the computer revolution. So what was the first computers? What were the first computers like? What is the internet? Why is the 21st century called the age of terrorism? All sorts of interesting questions in here that I figure we can reference for a really long time.
And this one's called Crenshaw. It's I think it's gonna be my favorite book.
It looks really good, but also
Yeah.
looks like it touches on some hard topics too. Do you want me to read the back? Perfect. It says, Jackson and his family have fallen on hard times. There's no more money for rent and not much for food either. His parents, his little sister, and their dog may have to live in their minivan again. Crenshaw is a cat. He's large, he's outspoken, and he's imaginary. He has come back into Jackson's life to help him. But is an imaginary friend enough to save this family from losing everything? And there are sweet little illustrations of cats all over the place, peeking at all different angles. So we're really excited about that one. All right. And the last one is the last read-aloud type book that we have, and it's The World Needs Who You Were Made to Be by Joanna Gaines. Of course, we love her. But it talks about how some people have different abilities, some people have different likes and interests. Sometimes you might feel left out because of who you are, but the world doesn't need you to change to fit in or to be somebody else. They need you to be who you were made to be, because who you're made to be is always special, and the world needs different people with different ideas. And it's just a really beautiful self-love type of book, which we're always looking for more of. All right, now I think we're into some heavy-duty reference books, which are my favorites.
History year by year.
This one is exactly this is part of the DK Smithsonian series. You're going to see a lot of these because they're my favorites and we love the pictures. But this one is something that's going to follow us through all of homeschool for as long as we do this, because it literally has a timeline of history and tells you what's going on. Okay? It tells you what's going on at each little step of the way all over the world. So it doesn't just focus on what's happening in America this year to this year, what's happening in China this year to this year. It puts into perspective that these events are happening all over the world at the same time, which is something that I had a really hard time connecting in school, just because of how crazy, when you're taught not in a timeline, when you're taught one subject and then the next subject, it was harder for me to grasp. So I'm really excited about having this to really put into perspective what events are happening at the same time. Our next one Mine is not a DK Smithsonian book next. Our next book that I have is a book that Parker got for Easter. It's called The Bee on Your Thumb, 60 Poems to Boost Reading and Spelling. And it's really cute. It just talks about silent letters, sound blends, all sorts of things to help you remember words that aren't spelled how you think they would be spelled.
Yes.
Like the K on your knee, now you know. Christmas in the castle, all different sorts of cute sounds. So we always do some poetry. Every week for school, we like to add in a special poem. So these are going to come in a lot of handy when we do those types of things. All right, Park, what's your next?
My next book is called Space, the Universe as You've Never Seen It Before.
Yeah, let me hold it. This is another DK Smithsonian. We already used it a little bit this year, but we're going to be using it a lot more next year. It looks so beautiful. All these pictures, I'm trying to find you a really good picture. Like, look at these pictures. They're absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. Mine is DK Smithsonian, The Human Body, which, once again, this is really cool because it talks about the human body in general. The pictures are absolutely stunning. And then it also talks about all of the systems individually. So there's a section on the skeletal system, the nervous system, the digestive system, et cetera, endocrine system. And it just breaks it down step by step. And it's really a very comprehensive way to get across all this information. We are going to be doing a very big human body lesson. It's a 6-week-long unit. So this is going to be one of our favorites, I'm sure.
Mine is called Ocean, Our Watery World as You've Never Seen It Before.
You guessed it, another DK Smithsonian. What animals live where. It does a really great job of talking about pollution. Once again, absolutely stunning pictures. This is like the whole turtle life cycle. Oh, so beautiful. We love these books so much. My next one is, once again, you guessed it, a DK Smithsonian, a book on dinosaurs. Look at him.
My pterodactyl.
Pterodactyls, yeah.
Why can't I say
I don't know.
Why can't I say dinosaurs?
Dinosaur names are very difficult. Look at, and I love seeing all the different ways that dinosaurs look. Like this little guy's got some feathers, all sorts of really great information in here. We love dinosaurs, so that's going to be a favorite as well.
My next one is called Ancient Egypt. Look at this front cover.
Gorgeous.
Basically it just talks about ancient Egypt and what those tools are and what happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future, I think.
Talks about the art, the food and the drink. It talks about mummification, and we are doing an ancient Egypt study. All right, my next one is Super Earth Encyclopedia. Once again, you guessed it, DK Smithsonian. We clearly have a favorite. But look at this. This is a storm drain in Antelope Canyon. This talks about all the wonderful, beautiful things that our Earth has to offer. So as much as we like learning about space, we also like learning about the beauty of planet Earth as well. Like, look, these pictures are just so gorgeous. And we're doing a huge space, Earth, weather, all type of unit this next year. So.
Okay, this one is actually, the name of this book is actually cool of who wrote this. It's called The Magic and Mystery of Trees, written by Jen Green.
That is cool. Talks about all sorts of information about trees and bark, trees throughout the seasons. It talks a lot in this book about how trees can help each other out, which was some information that was very interesting to me. What trees grow in what parts of the world. Beautiful, beautiful pictures. It mixes real photography with illustrations, and it's absolutely stunning. All right, my next book is actually an activity book, and it is the Human Body Activity Book for Kids, Hands-on Fun for grades K through 3. Parker actually did this year, but we have a second copy of it as well that we're going to do more in-depth things with. This has different fun activities. It has different experiments that you can do. There's different hands-on type of things, coloring, drawings, mazes, and
everything.
Yeah, just puts all of this information in perspective for kids, and it's very, very age appropriate. So if you're looking for something about the human body that isn't too much for kids of this age group, this is wonderful. It really doesn't go too far or do anything that's like inappropriate for their ages, in my opinion. So
okay, so this one is called the Bacteria Book, The Big World of Really Tiny
Microbes.
That is my last book.
Of course, another DK book because we love it. But it talks all about all different types of bacteria, plant viruses, living bacteria, catching a cold.
Everything about colds, bacteria, germs, and viruses.
Protozoa. All sorts of really good information in there. All right, because of that book that we found, I ended up with 2 books. Do you want to do one of these and then, or do you want me to do both? Okay. So my last book, surprise, surprise, another DK Smithsonian book because I'm obsessed and there's still so many more that I want. But this one is Trees, Leaves, Flowers, and Seeds, a visual encyclopedia of the plant kingdom. These are, I mean, I don't even have words. These books are so gorgeous. I mean, look at these cute little flowers. The bee orchid that actually looks like a bee. I mean, it's incredible. The Hot Lips one is hilarious. We got a good kick out of that one. They're so beautiful. Like all of these plants, and learning about this stuff is so interesting to me. Oh, speaking of which, our friend, that's another shout out we wanted to give us. Our friend Anna has a YouTube channel, Fashionably Farming. She just started, but she is your go-to plant person. So if you want to learn about anything plant related, how to grow a garden, what soils to use, go visit Anna's channel. I'll link her below as well. She's wonderful. She just started as well. So, you know, us YouTube friends have to support each other.
Yes.
So, Anna, yeah, go check her out, Fashionably Farming.
My last book, which actually my mom gave me, is the Bee book. It's actually a very long one. We didn't finish it this year.
Can you guess who the publisher is? Couldn't be DK, could it? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Once again, so beautiful. I mean, I can't get over the illustrations. I am a sucker for a good book. We have so many books and I always still need more because they are
amazing.
We love books. All right, well, that ends our very long reference book haul. We will be having our curriculum video up next, I believe, and then we have some other fun videos planned. If there's anything, though, that if you want to see any of these books up close, if you want to see how we plan on using them, what lessons that we come up with, anything that you can think of like that, please let us know down below. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, press the bell for all notifications, share with your friends. We really do love doing this, and we would really like to be able to connect with so many more people. So please share, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Yes, because if you do that, remember...
Yeah, Parker's got big plans for all of our makeup. So,
yes.
And it's been making our day to be able to connect with a bunch of you in the comments. So we love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye.